debt. And that is the finding of an investigation of village finances and the spending habits of beleaguered Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
The township residents are paying for her fund.
Several new developments in South suburban Dolton today. First, the state comptroller has suspended some payments to the village because it has failed to follow the law by providing financial reports.
I mean, unfortunately, we knew it was going to be a little messy, but it's just something we felt important that had to be done, that should be done. So, but like I said, you have just some accountability.
He's absolutely not guilty of all 9 counts. I believe he's cooperating. And if you cooperate, you have to admit your guilt first.
Sometimes we get invoices, but those invoices lead to more questions. And sometimes we don't get questions, answers to those questions. And so it's not about clickbait. It's about just making sure the right thing is being done.
Wrong is wrong, and there's a time to hold people responsible and accountable for their actions.
The way that the government always does it is to go and investigate people around her, and that's what they're doing here.
I do not handle anything as relates to with credit cards. As you heard me speak today in my board meeting about, I do not handle that.
Some of those charges are for you, though.
No, sir. Is there a motion to terminate Keith Freeman? Saddens my heart that you are up here at this special meeting and not downstairs where we have big bingo.
Has investigated Henyard's use of a police security detail, taking officers off the street and costing thousands of dollars in overtime.
Everybody, is it the reason why you guys are not paying whatever that vendor is?
What was it for?
It was for shirts. That's what it's for. You just asked.
employment. I don't believe that is legally correct. That's just not the way municipalities operate, right?
They'll turn up more and more information. They'll turn up more leads. They may turn up more witnesses. They may find a cooperator. They may find an informant, all which will benefit the investigation tremendously.
But based on what we know now, if you're Tiffany Henyard, how are you feeling?
I would be nervous.
I do not handle anything as relates to with credit cards. As you heard me speak today in my board meeting about, I do not handle that.
Some of those charges are for you, though.
No, sir.
You didn't go to Las Vegas?
Mm,
What is that?
no, comment. I'm about to address some things as the supervisor. There will be no comments. There will be anything. It'll just be me addressing you guys to tell you what's going on.
more. Nate.
That's right, John and Terrence. Tonight's meeting had a much different tone than what we've experienced previously at Dolton City Council meetings. Now, the room was full of Henyard supporters, and they wanted me to be sure to tell you that they applauded for her several times as she talked about the township being in a great place financially. Thornton Township supervisor Tiffany Henyard
This administration is shameful. Y'all are a disgrace.
We're watching the fall of this administration.
Yeah,
I can tell you that I'm not the one on anything. That's the only thing I can tell you right now. So I'm just trying to answer to the best
So you're saying
of my ability.
there's a foundation that's not registered, but it has nothing to do with you?
Correct. That's true.
Okay.
That's
So you're
true.
not aware of any of the work that they've done, money that they've raised, anything along those lines?
Correct.
Can adhere to some financial limits. We're not looking to necessarily cut stuff.
What I think is interesting about this case, this story, is you can be highly legal and unethical at the same time.
We've learned the FBI has been using electronic surveillance as part of its investigation. Agents are asking questions about Henyard's alleged use of taxpayer dollars and resources, including massive spending on out-of-town trips.
transparency about the bills and credit cards. Tonight, Henyard did not specifically mention Washington, but in her last comments, she did address budgets for travel.
You know we have a budget for travel. I can't stand if they just put all that out there so bad for travel. And you should, for you, other city, other villages, library boards, park boards, school boards.
Very appreciative to receive the information today. We have the best mayor ever. I've been here since 1993, and she's the best we ever had.
You know, you're doing a lot of programs, good programs for the, the senior citizens. And you're doing a lot of programs for, people who are on a fixed budget. But what about the people, the blue collar people who are still carrying this, this